Welcome to our podcast. Please tell us who you are.
My name is Carlin Davison.
Carlin Davison is Davison! Davison!
So who handed you your first basketball and why do you love the game?
Probably David Bublitz from New Plymouth Boys High was the first person really gave me a chance to play. And I don't know, I just love the intensity and the hype around it.
How old were you when you had your first dunk?
So I was like 14, 15, around there, that age. I was just mucking around in the gym one day. I just grabbed the ball and I was like touching the rim. I grabbed the ball and just went up and threw it in, I guess. And I didn't expect to do it. So it was kind of just how I first started doing it.
Being the youngest member of Tall Blacks touring in Japan, what was your favorite part of that experience?
Seeing another part of the world, so I've never been outside of the country until then. Also learning from the coaches and the guys, like as I played with the ears and I had imports and stuff like that. It's different because they come from the same area as you know what I mean? Like they come from your country, so we're all representing the same thing. We're all trying to do the same thing and we're all trying to get that same goal. The advice that they had for me and the love and the support that they showed me, like support system was awesome. And it was amazing experience, yeah.
What are some of the tips you have for young Kiwi Hoopers about handling the pressure situations?
So what I tend to do is when it's a big game, I just block it out. I just imagine it was just you and 5 others at training, in the gym. So maybe 2020 or 2021, I started as the point guard halfway through the season because one of our guards was injured or something like that. And that was really the first moment I felt a lot of pressure. So I remember that game, as soon as the Hoota win and they took the ball to me, I was like, all right, got to block this out. And that was it, really. So you just got to imagine you're in your own little world and block it all out and do what you do. But be confident in it.
Can you describe a time when you faced adversity and how did you overcome it?
I was back in high school. We didn't make a national tournament. And then the next 2 years after that, we had COVID, so we never got to go. It really kicked in. Like the end of the season came at high school and I was like, damn, we never got to go. And I wanted to be better and just show that I can really play at the pro level. And it was the hurt from high school that brought me into like the pro season. And I was like, I want to kill this year. You know what I mean? I want to be something special. I did a lot better in my third year in the NBL. I just really stuck to it and had great imports around me and stuff like that. So that's really the only time I really felt that is like I had to be that person or be better. You know what I mean?
What made you decide to enter the NBA draft this year and how does that process go so far? I
played the NBL season. I came over here. One of my teammates, actually, Marcel Jones, brought me over here. I met up with an agent, worked out for a couple of times, signed a form, and he became my agent. And we put in a lot of hard work. He seen it from the start. He was like, "You can really make a living out of this, and the NBA is not far. You just really got to put the hard work in." So we worked for 3 months, like really hard. For my name to be even like in the draft is like crazy. I would never thought that 4 years ago when I dropped rugby and started playing basketball properly. I never thought that would ever be happening to this day. For now, it's just I got to keep working, and then when the names come through and see who gets picked up and see who's got a lot of interest, and then go to a combine, hopefully, if I'm on the list. Hopefully I can do it for New Zealand, I guess. So, yeah.
What was one great piece of advice someone gave you that you remember?
I had a lot of good advice from Aaron Bailey-Noel to Marcel to all the vets. But one that really stuck with me is so we had a preseason game last year and I was terrible. I put all the hard work in everything and I was terrible. I played terrible in the first game. The second game, I wasn't too bad. We played against the Bulls, and Leon Henry plays for them, and he had a few good shots, and He made quite a few threes in the second game, I think. So afterwards, when we were traveling back, I messaged him on Instagram, how are you so consistent? And he just really just said to me, like, you just gotta grind, you gotta put that hard work in, and like it'll all add up at the end. I thank Leon for that, like really do, because now that I see it, like these last probably 6 months that I've been working out over here, I've been going twice a day, 3 times a day, working hard, and like I can really see it in my shot now.
I noticed that you have a few tattoos. Which one meant to you the most and why?
I have a tattoo down here on my bicep. It says Lank. It's my uncle. His name is Lank because he was tall, right? So he used to get called lanky and stuff like that. So he actually got in a car crash, and then he didn't end up too well, and he was put in a wheelchair. And then a few years later, he didn't survive. So that one is my favorite.
Just dedicated to someone that's close to you.
Yeah. Sure.
Once you get selected by the NBA team, which former teammates of yours would you hire to become your bodyguard and why?
Oh, a bodyguard. Has to be Sean Willett, because he's massive, man. You ain't seen his arms, like he's huge, and he's a rider. You know, he's ride or die. That's my guy. And then a close second would be probably Ty Wynyard or Aaron Bailey. No, because I know them. They go my back always. You know.
Hypothetically, if you become a GM in a 3-on-3 basketball league that you can only score by dunking, who would you start, bench, trade, and cut? The first one will be Zach LaVine, Zion Williamson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Ja Morant.
Ooh, and you can only score in dunking, right? Oh man, I'm starting Giannis, man, because no one can stop him. And then I'm benching Zion, I'm cutting Zach, and I'm trading Ja. I'm going with strength, man.
Thank you so much for your time, and all the best of luck in the NBA Combine and NBA Draft.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on here. Appreciate it, and thank you for the love and support that you guys are giving.
I just want to give a shout out to Kiwi Hoops.
Shout out to Kiwi Hoops.